Today I want to take the opportunity to celebrate the dating guy. I've just found out that he won't be on YouTube anymore. He won't be posting any videos for the foreseeable future, and that is a shame and a loss to everybody going through a breakup, because the dating guy for me is without doubt the godfather of breaking down the dynamics of a breakup. And if you haven't read his book, I recommend it. It's called Breaking Down Breakups. It's actually a very good book. Now, this time last year, 14 months ago, I stumbled upon the Dating Guy's channel when I was going through my breakup, and I literally binged listened to every one of his videos within a week. And it gave me a sense of clarity and a sense of direction, a set of rules to follow, and that's been a big inspiration for my channel. I didn't know a lot of the things that I do know this time last year, and also the Love Chat is a very good channel, and Craig Kenneth, Susan Winter, all of these channels have helped me and contributed to what I now know and the information that I attempt to put out to help you guys to get through your relationship breakups, or just your relationships in general, in the most healthy way possible. And I've said many times that the advice I give is brutally honest, and it's not from a bad place. It's because sometimes we just need to hear what we need to hear to be okay. And the dating guy was probably the best at doing that. It's just factual advice in a compassionate way. And he's going to leave a giant hole on YouTube. So I want to say thank you. I mean, the dating guy doesn't know me. At least I don't think he knows my channel. I don't know him personally apart from, listening to his channel. But I want to say a big thank you and celebrate his channel. He helped so many people through his godlike advice. So it sounds like I'm putting him on a bit of a pedestal here, and there's probably a little bit of hero worship here, but it's going to leave a massive hole on this part of YouTube, or this part of the internet. And the one thing the dating guy did was to highlight a lot of the bad advice that was out there, a lot of the bad channels that were out there that just wanted to get your money, and they'd say crap like, oh, can you really afford to delay any longer? And that doesn't sit well with me, because maybe 10 years ago I would have fell for that shit. And many things inspired me, but one thing that's inspired me to start my channel was to make sure you guys do not get taken on. And now a lot of you may think, well, you do charge for your coaching services. Yes, I do charge for my time. That is correct. But you'll probably find I'm the cheapest coach out there by a long way. And people have no business taking advantage of people's grief, people's hopes, people's desperation. So the dating guy helped highlight that, helped keep these charlatans at bay. And probably most of you who are listening to this know who the dating guy is. And if you don't know who the dating guy is, you've unfortunately missed out. He's now taken all of his videos down. But the information there was gold. Absolutely gold. So, dating guy, all the best for the future in your future endeavors. And thank you. That's all I can say. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the Love Fix. It's Nick, as always, telling the truth. So today, as you can tell, is unscripted. I normally have a basic outline of what I want to talk about, but today I'm going to talk about that it is your God-given right to mess up. It is your God-given right to feel bad right now. Okay? It's okay, we're human beings. And I don't know how helpful I can be with this video, because as I've talked about in previous videos, that I do therapy, and I have a problem with validation, because a lot of the time I don't feel like I'm doing good enough. I always feel like I can achieve a little bit more. If I achieve something in the gym, if I do a personal best in the gym, I feel like I could have gone an extra kilo or an extra pound. It wasn't good enough. If I achieve something in my day job, I could have done better. I've always got that in my head. And so a lot of the time I wake up in the mornings and I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like I could be working harder. I feel like I could be doing more. And I think this is something we very much do when we're going for a breakup, because we've been rejected. Our perceived value is on the ground. It's on the floor. And we miss the forest for the trees. So you probably may be feeling the same way right now. That's what you're doing is not good enough. You know you're working on yourself, but it's taken a long time to lose that weight. It's taken a long time to build that muscle. It's taken a long time to get over your ex. It's taken a long time for you to build up the courage to ask that person out on a date that you've got a crush on. It's taken a long time to save money, be more comfortable in your own skin, to be more social, to take up new hobbies, to put yourself in these uncomfortable situations that will ultimately benefit you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay not to be okay right now. It's okay to feel that what you're doing isn't enough. It's okay to feel that way. And guys, there are days that I wake up and I do not want to go to the gym. I'm a gym rat. I love training. It is my stress relief. It is my safe place. It is where I go to escape the world. And I can spend sometimes 2-3 hours in the gym. Not because it's just an escape. It depends on my training plan. I do hire a strength and conditioning coach to help me with my training plan. Now, I can program my own workouts, but for me, I hire my strength and conditioning coach to program that for me, so I do not have to worry about it. I do not have to second guess myself. So there are days, guys. Where I wake up and I feel shit. There are days that I wake up and I still think about my ex. There are days that I wake up and I still think about my stepdaughter or my former stepdaughter. But, I helped raise that little girl since she was 3 months old until she was almost 4. To me, she'll always be my daughter. I don't get to see her anymore. And I'm still battling with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm in a much better place in my life. I'm much more comfortable in my own skin. I'm much more focused on my purpose. But there are times, and especially over the weekends, I feel down. It's normal. This is what being human's all about. And sometimes it's not even about reaching that end goal. The struggle is important. The learning process is important. The failures are important. The pain is important, because these are the things that teach us the best lessons. My biggest fuck-ups have led to my biggest achievements. And I would consider my channel a big achievement. I never once considered starting a YouTube channel regarding breakups or relationships or dating advice. Never once. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, by trade, my qualifications are in nutrition science. And I did consider starting a channel about nutrition because, like breakups, there is a terrible advice out there. And when you tell people, hey, there is no secret, you need to be consistent, you need to be mentally healthy, you need to be in the gym, and you need to 80% of the time be eating the right amount of calories and the right amount of foods to reach your goals. And if it took you a year to gain the weight that you now want to get rid of, you're not going to shift it in 5 minutes. it will take maybe close to a year itself. So I guess what I'm trying to say, and being inspired by the dating guy, and to quote the dating guy, and direct quote from the dating guy here to celebrate the actual individual who no one knows what he looks like, the mystery man here, is that you don't need your ex to be okay. You don't need YouTube or any of these channels to be okay. Everything you need, you have. The common denominator in anything that you do is you. So if there's something that's not quite working in your life right now, which the entire population has this problem, you have the power to change it. Now, it won't change overnight, but you can start. To quote Jordan Peterson, clean your room, clean your house, start there. Wake up every morning and make sure that's in order. Okay? Then the next step can be, I'm just going to go for a walk. I'm going to try to achieve 10,000 steps a day. Then the next step is going to be, I'm going to journal. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to accept that I still care about my ex and I still miss them. But I will be okay. I will still function. I will still go out. I will still see my friends. So, as the dating guy would say, you don't need your ex. And always remember, you're going to be fine. And you will. To quote the great man himself, you will be fine. You will be okay. And if you need a little bit of extra help, you can always reach out to me for a coaching session at thelovefix20@gmail.com. Unfortunately, I filled all the free spots up from the previous, I think it was 2 or 3 videos ago. They went almost instantly. But I'm here, guys. I do my best to respond to every comment on my channel. Now, as the channel is getting bigger, that's getting a little bit more challenging. So if I've not got to your comment or I do not get to it, it's not because I'm ignoring it, and it's not because I've not seen it. It's just becoming logistically impossible on one guy trying to manage a YouTube channel that is growing at a steady pace. And I'm so appreciative of all the support that you guys give me. I do not have an audience without you guys. But I think the take-home point today will be, I read a book recently by Simon Sinek, and I highly recommend anybody to go and read this book. It's called Start With Why, and it's about finding your why and finding your purpose. And I had to sit down and really think about, why do I do my YouTube channel? Why does it fulfill me so much? And my purpose with this channel and coaching you guys is to help you get through your breakups as healthily as possible. To let you know what has happened is a normal thing. To let you know that you are normal, that you are able to attach to another human being, and that is perfectly normal. My purpose is to say to you guys, I know you're hurting right now, but here's what you do to make it a little less painful and to be a bit more productive. But hey, you are going to have bad days. You will have breakup relapses. And some days you feel like you're not moving forward. But the struggle, the taking part, the efforts, the consistency, this is what gets you there. And maybe you have to make 100 baby steps to make a big step in your life. If you're saving for a house, you need a deposit. Let's say you need £10,000. You don't save that up in 10 months. Maybe that takes 2 or 3 years, because especially in the Western world, living is expensive. So we have to respect and learn to embrace the journey and learn to embrace the struggle. That's what it's really about, guys. You will be okay. Always remember, there are more than 7 billion people out there. Every one of you has options. As always, I'll see you guys on the other side.